They want good, engaged police. They want police that wants to be there for the community. So I am a part of a number of different boards. I do a lot of different Boys and Girls Club of Greater Milwaukee. I'm on the board with the Wisconsin Community Services, which is about reentry work, doing that for a number of years. Because I understand that it's more than just doing the law enforcement aspect, being out in the community in a way that brings, again, investment and trying to build support. So it is important. But I do have a law degree. I went to Marquette University. I have a master's in public administration. That's like the business degree for government. I have an undergrad degree in criminal justice. Have a number of different chief training. Went to the prestigious SMIP, SMIP, Senior Management and Policing, class number 68. FBI NEI course, which is the National Executive Institute, class number 45. FBI leader for command staff and executive command staff. So I come in with a number of different experiences, a number of different trainings. Understand that you should demand the best in regards to your leadership. But I do understand that no matter what those particular type of trainings experience, you've got to build relationships. You've got to be out there and talk to anybody and everybody. For those who want to have conversations with you, for those who don't want to have conversations with you, they're important to you as a professional within policing every day, all the time. And so I enjoy having these type of conversations, and sometimes you might have to tell me, okay, be quiet, Chief, and get to the next question because
maybe
I'll
we
should
do that. we do have 5 questions to go, or actually 7, counting those.
Okay.
I think I know what you're going to say here because we talked about community engagement and building trust and also building those relationships.
Yes, ma'am.
But if you do take this position, what would be your number one priority, or number one priority as police chief, and why?
So coming into the community, I got to get to know the community on a better and deeper level. Understanding, again, not only from our elected leaders, but also from our community residents, from the law enforcement partners, understand what is out there as opportunities. What are we doing to connect and make sure that public safety is a team activity? And so learning those first 100 days is building relationships, being able to meet people before there's a crisis. Understand that feedback gives you a better understanding. Is it the staffing issues that we need to continue to work on, focus on? Is it the retention? Is it dealing with the training? Is it dealing with the System Crimes Unit? There is so many different things, and we can help prioritize what needs to be worked on when you have these conversations with those who have a hand in public safety. And so that is the biggest priority, is to, again, build trust and legitimacy by having conversations to understand how do we prioritize these particular type of impact or changes. There is a time we have to make sure that we understand that we have to have patience about what that looks like changing, but I do say this much. Have those conversations give a better understanding how to approach these challenges, in what way, and utilizing these different resources that you're talking to help move that arrow or the pendulum.
This is a 2-part question.
Okay.
How do you believe equity integrates into policing? And tell us about some strategies that you've utilized in your work with your own department to make sure equity is front and center.
Well, equity goes to the heart of fairness. Equity goes to the heart of ensuring that we are being as impactful in regards to the work that you're doing. Are you coming from a good place? When we talk about equity, we talk about fair and impartial policing. You talk about procedural justice. You talk about understanding your biases, understanding in regards to how do you acknowledge those biases and work through those. And so for us, it is important for us to, again, lean into those trainings, support the efforts in regards to diversity, equity, and inclusion, having champions for that, embracing diversity. Diversity helps you understand those lenses that may come from a different background perspective. My teams, the leadership teams I've led, have been diverse. They give you that fairness of looking at things from different perspectives to have the best outcomes. The success that I have enjoyed within my leadership has been because of understanding we are better together than separate, that just because you have the ability to have a pulpit or a higher platform doesn't mean your voice is the only voice. I believe in safe places. I believe in understanding that we are better when we have diverse voices, and understanding that you get the best outcomes when you hear everyone's perspective. We've
talked a little bit about trust. but how do you plan to restore trust for the Austin Police Department within the historically marginalized communities where that trust can be broken so easily and has been in the past?
It pains in regards to hearing some of those type of challenges, and that's where you need to lean in. Meet them or meet individuals where they're at. Don't expect people to come to you. Be out there, engage. As a leader, you have to show by example in regards to have those conversations. Understand those perspectives, understand those challenges. As I, unfortunately, when I heard the bell ring, talk too much, you need to listen more than talking. Making sure that you understand where the opportunities are and how do you come together to work through those opportunities. There are, challenges in regards to where, we have led up to be who we are in regards to some of these unfortunate titles or issues. We're not going to get to where we need to be overnight, but are we moving that ship in the right direction? We're not turning it on a dime. It's not a speedboat, but we do understand there is urgency behind it. People want to be heard, and the first way to get them heard or get those discussions heard is having discussions. And not being communicative as a one-hit wonder, continuous communication, nurturing those gardens in regards to those conversations, but being genuine about it. Don't make it like a check off the box and just going through the motion. Do you truly care to serve? Do you understand what it means to be public servant? Do you understand what it means to have that servant type of leadership? I do. That's my North Star. And so to expect it out of the department, your deeds got to align with your words. And as you role model that, you are looking for those leaders within the organization, all the way to your frontline officers, to basically walk in step with that particular type of behavior. Culture helps that, meaning that if you have a culture of service and you are really embodying that, it draws people who want to be a part of that, but also retains those who want to be a part of that. But on the flip side, it also pushes out those who says, this is not my type of culture. And I can take that because at the end of the day, do what it speaks to you, but when you're here in this particular environment, in regards to a culture of service, understand that you want to be able to be that engaging, you want to be receptive to those who want to talk to you. That's what we should be about in order to make sure that people's voices are heard, people are seen.
By the way, the bell wasn't a timer.
Oh,
that was
somebody's
phone.
phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're doing fine.
I thought there might be a Sandman around here somewhere or something. I don't want to be taken off the stage here with our cane or hook.
Cane.
Yeah. They do a little dance in front of me.
We're doing fine on time.
Okay. All right.
You've touched on some of these issues, but I want to elaborate on recruitment.
Yes.
Like so many police departments, APD has struggled with this. People are retiring, people are leaving.
Mm-hmm.
What's your view on recruiting, especially from the local community, and how would you go about dealing with this recruitment issue that is so prevalent in police departments and right here in Austin?
Great question. The important aspect of recruiting is, we all have a responsibility to recruit those that you want to be reflective on your department. I believe that it is an opportunity for a chief to be open to all different type of opportunities within your diverse community, whether it's with your faith-based leaders, whether it's with your local schools, whether it's with your community stakeholders, whether it's with your business community. When we're all being a part of that recruitment, you see better outcomes. I do believe that we should be at the tip of the spear, showcased in regards to what type of culture you have for your department, what type of opportunities you have for your department, because that draws people into. But being able to tap into your community to say, hey, help us out here. If you know individuals who will make great officers, the type of officers you want to see, the best recruiters are us. In regards to knowing that there is an opportunity to be part of public safety in a proactive way, in an engaging way, and that with that culture that you're bringing out about culture of service, you hope it's like a moth to the flame, drawn to it in regards to saying, this particular work speaks to me. Within the law enforcement profession, we don't want people who want to have a job. This is not a Monday through Friday, clock in, clock out. At the very least, I want you to have this as a career, or in my case, I want this to be a calling. That is not work to you, that you have the type of service and the work that you're doing day in, day out. Because the work we do in regards to public safety is 365 days a year, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, holidays included. And when you have that particular type of understanding what this type of work speaks to you, it's not work at all. It's being part of the effort to make your community safe, reflective to what the community wants and the way that they want to have it delivered. Are you speechless?
No, I'm just,
Okay.
I was trying to segue into the next question because I think that this would help with recruitment. And that is, how do you make your officers feel valued and respected? Everybody wants to feel that way in their job, but being a police officer is tough stuff, as you know.
Speak it from the highest mountain, from the tallest rooftop, and you can never say it enough. I thank all of our law enforcement officers across the nation, including this community, for the work that they do. In spite of the challenges that we're dealing with from a staffing aspect, they're still here. That there is a half glass full rather than half glass empty in regards to that. In a civilized community, you need public safety. You need our officers. The thing that we need to agree on is what kind and what is it that we look for. Because everyone can agree we want good officers. No one, even within the law enforcement community, want bad officers. But you need sworn officers to do sworn things. And so it's important as a leader to thank them, to show appreciation, to invest in their well-being, making sure that it's not only about the physical aspect, but it's also about the mental aspect. That we are leaning into the support that they need and to be the resource providers in regards to the work that they are all doing. I'm proud of the work that the men and women of our law enforcement is doing. Just as I'll say, akin to our military brothers and sisters, freedom not free, public safety is not free. And there are individuals who have paid the ultimate sacrifice to ensure that cost is paid in regards to what public safety, meaning that they've sacrificed their life for our community. And I thank them day in, day out for that. So it's important for us, especially in leadership, to be able to say from the tallest mountain, tallest building, thank you for your service, and I mean that.
I have a couple of questions audience members gave
Thank you.
us prior to this event. And the first one is, what do you see as a police department's greatest asset, and how do you manage that asset?
So the greatest asset for, especially when you talk about major cities, the police departments, and most police departments, is the personnel. The work that's being done, whether it's utilizing technology, whether it's utilizing different resources, is personnel driven. And it's all personnel. We talk about sworn officers, but we talk about our non-sworn, those who support the efforts. There's a lot of different opportunities in the work that we do as a team. And that team effort is important for us to invest in, from a training, from ensuring that the wellness is correct, but to be appreciative of everyone who's on that team. From those who are the professional administrative staff, to those who are being part of the forensic work, whatnot, they're all part of the team of working for public safety. And so when I look at that, when you have not only the understanding what they bring to the table, that human capital, that there is that importance of supporting that effort, to be there to thank them, and understanding that they're being provided with the right resources and the right support to give them the best work. It's important for leadership to treat our people humanely, because when you treat individuals inhumane, they treat others inhumane. And so it's important for us to set the tone for that and be able to understand that we need to support them, but also in that support, accountability plays into that, meaning that when you don't follow the ways that we expect you to operate, especially being responsive to our community, there are bumper rails, or what we consider accountability measures, to ensure that we are going to keep and remain those who are understanding what that lift looks like, to be able to give that best service, to bring their best version of themselves to work each and every day, because our community deserves it, they demand it, and it shall be done.
One of the groups that is sometimes treated inhumanely are immigrants. And the question that came from our audience is, what is your vision in protecting and advocating for immigrants in our city?
Everyone is deserving of professional services. Again, it's important that we are not being inhumane to anyone within our community. We are to be responsive to all. We are to be the type of service, the type of response, and the type of proactivity to all. And that is important to show that from the highest level to the lowest level. We need to make sure that we have the right type of policies in place, the right type of training, to ensure that we are approaching it in the right way, in the right manner, because this is the directive and the responsibility of a police department in a civilized society. We respond and are responsive and help all.
Chief Jeffrey Norman of the Milwaukee Police Department, the police chief.
so
Thank you so much. And
Appreciate
we'll have
it.
a chance to meet and greet in just a minute. But first, I want to call back up City Manager Broadnax.
Okay. You want me to get out of this seat?
No, you can. Okay. Here, you want mine?
No, we're good.
Okay.
It is. First of all, join me in thanking our moderator, Judy Maggio, for the excellent job. So as I said a little earlier, I appreciate folk giving up their evening to come and hear and listen to these candidates. And so can we have a round of applause for both of the candidates? Thank you, Jeff and Lisa. And so as I said before you leave tonight, please find a way to find that QR code and fulfill what I would hope would be your obligation for showing up tonight, and that is give us the feedback that we wanted and need so much for tonight. But again, I'm so impressed with both candidates and look forward. Obviously, it's going to be a tough decision, but I want to thank you for coming out, and I'm looking forward to reviewing the feedback that I received. And so I'm going to turn it back over to Judy and let her walk you through kind of what the meet and greet will be like and allow you to get a chance to meet and talk with both of the candidates.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Broadnax. And I guess what we're going to be doing now is Chief Norman will be on one side of the room and Chief Davis will be on another side of the room. And we encourage you to go meet and greet. You know, ask them your personal questions. I mean, this is a very important job in the city of Austin. All politics is local. And as City Manager Broadnax says, we are so grateful for you all giving us your time and caring enough about this issue, because this is a vital job in our community. So spend some time getting to know these two people. They both have great qualifications, and you may be able to glean from those conversations, personal ones with them, ways you want to weigh in on your survey. So thanks again for coming tonight, and enjoy the meet and greet.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
So nice.
sparkles in your eyes. Let's ride the cosmic waves. We'll share my support. So let us rejoice in love. We just entered the twilight zone. Now, want something real. Over time. Part of the sea. I need to